Hello and welcome to AQA Accounting. In this session, I'm going to be going through a 6-mark question, which is a written question from the Paper 2 2021 accounting paper. So in terms of a 6-marker, what you want to do is they typically will be analyze or assess questions, and you want 2 paragraphs, 1 for, 1 against. Okay, so a quick recap on this question, which is the 2021 paper, question 14. It was a cash and profit question where we worked out the profit for the year and bank. Okay, and the question is basically saying that Karim wants to take 25% of the profits. Obviously, they mention about profitability and liquidity and the difference between them, and that's something we want to address in the question. And we need to answer the question about whether he can afford it or not. Okay, so I'm just going to type the answer up. This is the data from the question. The profit that he made was just under 60,000, and that he had a bank figure of about £15,000, and that was an overdraft. Okay. So we're going to start off by saying that Karim can afford to take drawings, and the reason for this is because is that he is a sole trader, and therefore he is entitled to drawings if he has had a profitable year. Okay, so he can afford to take drawings, and the reason for this is because he is a sole trader, and therefore he is entitled to drawings if he has a profitable year. So Karim's profit was 58,598, which is significant and sufficient for him to take drawings. Okay, so yeah, I mean his profit is a good amount, and therefore absolutely he is entitled to. And then we're going to say this will lead to, obviously if he takes 25%, this will lead to his drawings amount being 25% of 58,598. 58,598 times 0.25. This will lead to his drawings being 14,649.50. This will lead to, therefore, his profit carried forward to next year would be the remainder. Okay, so minus 58,598, which is 43,948.50. So all we're saying is, Karim can afford to take drawings. Why? Because he's a sole trader, and therefore he's entitled to drawings if he has a profitable year. I don't know why it's gone auto check. Karim's profit was 58,598, and that's a significant amount of profit, and therefore it seems sufficient for him to take drawings. This will lead to his drawings being 14,649. If he takes the drawings 25%, that's going to be the value of drawings. Therefore, his profit, which will be carried forward, meaning retained profit for next year, he'll carry forward up just over £40,000. Okay, so we've got a chain analysis. We've used connectives such as therefore this would lead to. Okay, and we've said why, and we've used some of the calculation data as well. That's the first paragraph. Then we could say, however, Karim may not be able to take drawings. And this is because, and this is due to his bank balance. Now, if you have a look at his bank balance, being 14,484 in overdraft, being in overdraft at. Okay, so however, Karim may not be able to take drawings, and this is due to his bank balance being in overdraft at 14,884. Therefore, from a liquidity perspective, okay, from a liquidity perspective, it may not be wise for him. It may not be wise for him to withdraw cash, as this would result in his overdraft increasing. So if he's at 14,484 now, and he takes 14 grand out, 14,484 minus, and then he takes out another 14,649 minus 14,649.50, that means his overdraft is going to increase to 29,133.5. Okay, and that's obviously going to be, that's going to be significant. That's a significant overdraft. Okay, which is significant. And then you could say this may result in challenges for him next year, as his liquidity position has become worse, and therefore he may not be able to meet short-term debt obligations. Okay, so in summary, we've said, however, Karim may not be able to take drawings. Okay, Karim may not be able to take drawings, and this is due to his bank balance being in overdraft at 14,484. Therefore, from a liquidity perspective, it may not be wise for him to withdraw cash, as this would result in his overdraft increasing to £29,000, which is significant, and this may result in challenges for him next year, as his liquidity position has become worse, and therefore he may not be able to meet short-term debt. So we're addressing from a profitability perspective, he can take drawings because he's got sufficient profits. However, from a liquidity perspective, it's not going to be a wise decision. Don't do it, because your liquid position will become worse, and you're not going to be able to pay suppliers, etc. Okay, so you can see quite clearly in both paragraphs, we have data from the previous question. We've said why, we've justified it, we've explained it, and we've gone from two perspectives. He may be able to, and he may not be able to. And something like that would give you, a top band 5 to 6 marks for this sort of answer. Okay, we'll leave it there for this 6 marker, and I'll put another video together shortly for another 6 marker on the second question in section B, the marginal costing question, which I've done a video on earlier today. But we'll leave it there. Thank you for watching.